Today, language, psychology behind the yes, language patterns as today's skill set. So for those who are new to these, every every Monday through Thursday, 11 o'clock, I'll say almost every Monday through Thursday, not every, almost every Monday through Thursday, 11 o'clock, we do some sort of skill set. Every month we repeat the topic, but the topic's a little bit different. So for example, we had Win with Sellers yesterday where we talked all about geofarming, or another day we talked about negotiation of commissions, and another day we talked about the listing appointment. Today, the psychology behind the yes, last week or the week before, by the way, all these recordings are on our YouTube channel. Last week we talked all about, that was a good one too. It was, sometimes I'll walk out, I'm like, that was a good one. Other times, that was okay. Last week we talked all about the getting them to say yes to the appointment, closing tactics.
Okay.
Right? We've had getting the yes for signature. We've had getting the yes for talking to a lender. Okay. Today, what I want to go over with all of you is I want to give you a language pattern, right? Words have meaning. Words have power, right? The words we use either move people forward or they don't. So what I want to do right now is I want to give you a part of what we need to have in our language patterns in real estate to help us increase how many people we talk to and have better conversations with, and help us move those people forward to something. The something could be a lender, the something could be an appointment, the something might be just a really strong nurture that goes in your opportunities and command to follow up with, or a really strong follow-up, right? But it moves it to something. So what I want to talk about right now is your opener. Okay. Now, what's crazy is I've taught this, I don't even know how many times now across the nation, and we're like, why do you spend an hour on the opener? So what do you think the answer to that is? Why is it so important to practice and type out and have a set opener?
Build the initial rapport with the potential client.
Build initial rapport with a potential client? Absolutely. Absolutely, right? We have about 15 seconds to capture someone's attention.
Make the first impression.
You have 15 seconds to make a first impression. Right? Obviously, if you already know the person, they're like a friend or family, you have longer. However, you still have a brief period of time to make a first impression as a agent, not their friend, not their family. You're two different people, right? Okay, so we're talking about right now, for those just tuning in, why are we about to spend 20 minutes just talking about the opener? 15 seconds. We're going to spend 20 minutes talking about 15 seconds. Why? Shank said rapport.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What else?
I would likely think confidence. If you kind of know what you're going in, you're not, fumbling over your words, and it might help with just overall feel to that person when you're confident in what you're saying. Confidence.
Yes, they're feeling the confidence in that 15 seconds, right? Practicing, by the way, just so you know right now, your assignment after the session, I recommend doing it directly after this.
Sure.
Don't wait until 5 tonight or tomorrow morning because you're going to forget it. I want you to write down or type up your opener based on, we're going to go through that right now. We're going to practice it, right? And then I want you to send it to me. You can text it to me. That's fine. Text or email, right? You can totally just text me your opener.
Okay.
And I'll share with you why in just a little bit. Okay. So yes, we want to have the strong opener. We want to practice it for confidence. So let me demonstrate. I love that word confidence. Let me demonstrate that. Let's say that, so we have confidence and rapport. So let's say that I am calling Vivian right now. And Doesn't matter what type, she's an online lead, expired lead, a for sale by owner, an investor. She is somebody who I have information of. Potential seller, doesn't matter. That's the great thing with this opener, is you can use it for almost everyone. It's like a one-stop, 15-second one-stop shop. But let's say I go in and I call and I haven't typed up my opener, I haven't practiced it ever, and I'm just winging it. And it sounds something like this. Hey, hi, is this Vivian? She's like, yes. Hi, Vivian. This is Alana. I'm a real estate agent near you, with Keller Williams Legacy.
Yeah, Laura.
Okay, what do you think has already happened?
I already don't have any confidence in you.
Oh, she's already made a decision. She doesn't want to work with me. Not only that, she's probably already hung up on me. Or said no thank you and hung up on me. Okay. We have to practice this so much to where it sounds like this. Ready, Shank?
Yeah.
All right. Ring.
Hi.
Hey, is this Shank?
Yes.
Hey, Shank, this is Alana. I'm a local real estate agent near you. Thank you so much for taking my call. I really appreciate it. Listen, I see that you were looking online at some homes. That's so exciting. What has you thinking about making a move? Okay, hear the confidence? By the way, first started out in real estate 2015 making these phone calls. It did not sound like that. My first few months, it sounded more like, especially my first 30 days, it sounded more like like I had so many letters in between my words. I had so many fillers, right? That I would get hung up on 80% of the time. By the way, hangups are fine because guess what? As you gain practice and confidence, you just get to call them back the next week and they won't remember you, so it's a brand new phone call. Okay. Just because someone hangs up on you doesn't mean that's a bad thing. It just means that that day was not the right day to talk to them. By the way, if you get no hangups in real estate, you're not making enough calls and you will not have success. Sorry, I'm just going to speak the truth today. I'm in a truth moment today. All right, so for those just joining in, we are talking about your 15-second opener. Okay, I'm going to break it down into a checklist for you. Your opener is 4 parts. Now, the first part, okay, is their name. Second part, your name. Now, whether you say their name and your name or your name and their name, that's a preference, doesn't matter. If I'm like, hey, this is Alana, is this Shank? I could totally say that. Or I can say, hey, Shank, this is Alana. Doesn't matter. So 1 and 2 are interchangeable. Number 3 is you're going to reference the source. What do we mean by that?
Where we got the information.
Where we got the information from. Now you want to use non-real estate jargon. I don't want to call Vivian right now and say, yes, so I noticed that your home was on the market for about 3 months or 6 months with this one agent and it's become expired on the MLS. No, they're not real estate. Get rid of the real estate jargon. That's internal talk. Hey, I see that your home was on the market at one point in time and it's no longer on the market. That's called an expired. Hey, I noticed like for the example I just gave, hey, I see that you were looking at homes online. I don't need to talk about I saw it on Facebook or Instagram or pay per click or Google ads. Everything that you get a lead from online is online.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, I come from physical therapy.
Mhm.
So I have contacts in my phone that were probably, I don't even remember. They might be, past patients or somebody I knew, but I'm not in contact with them. I don't remember them. So obviously they don't remember me. So if I call them, then what should I say? Like, how did I get the information? I don't want to say like, do you remember I'm a physical therapist? I was a physical therapist. Can I say like, I got information from one of my lending partners or something like that?
So you never want to lie.
Okay.
Right? Don't make up stuff to make up stuff. Because at some point you'll be caught in it.
Yeah.
Right. I always say go in with pure honesty.
Okay.
Right. So it might sound something like, that's a great question. So you have someone on your phone for a previous job, and it might sound something like, Hey Shank, it's Alana. I'm with Keller Williams Legacy Local Real Estate Agent. Listen, I actually have your name from back in the day when I was working in physical therapy. And I was just reaching out because I'm reaching out to everybody who I've had connections with at one point to see if you have any real estate needs I can help with. So you notice how I just be really
Yes. Yeah, that's fine.
keep it real with people.
Okay.
They'll appreciate it, right? That was a great question. Thank you. So again, referencing the source means where'd you get the information? By the way, if it's a referral, right? It would be, hey, Shank, I got your information from Kirsten. Like, hey, Shank, I got your information from Kirsten. She said that at one point you might be thinking about, notice I say at one point, I didn't say now. I said, hey, at one point she said you might be interested in getting some real estate for investing. And recommended that I reach out, see how I can help you. So again, you're referencing where the person come from. Now, I'm going to point something out that's not in here that I highly, 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 highly recommend. I'm going to call this the star. Thank them. You are more likely to get a person talking and have less hangups and build rapport faster by thanking the person. Right? Now that could be like, wow, thanks so much for taking my call. Or, wow, I really appreciate you taking my call. Or it could be if they were, let's say that they clicked on your website. Wow, thanks so much for visiting my website. Right? When you thank someone, psychology, this is language patterns, the psychology behind what we do in our words. When we thank someone, it is sending a signal to their brain that is very welcoming, right? So that actually builds rapport without you even saying, I have a dog, you have a dog. Well, we have dogs, right? It's just a very genuine feeling. What you want to avoid saying is, hey, Rebecca, this is Alana, local real estate agent. How are you today? Now, here's the thing. If they're your friend or family and you know them, ask them how they are. Because that's just caring. But if I just hand over a bunch of potential XYZ leads to you that you've never talked to, don't ask them how they are. Down the road, after you have a relationship and you're following up with them, then yes, ask them. But that very first 15 seconds, why do you want to leave? How are you today out? Why do you guys think?
You might not get a chance to, that's open. How are you doing? It's so open that it could go anywhere versus where you want to drive this conversation.
Yes.
The conversation.
You're not directing a conversation, and maybe you said the word too, you're not driving it, right? So what happens when you say, how are you? You're handing over control. And you literally said, here's control of the conversation. Feel free to hang up on me anytime. That's kind of what you're saying, right? What you want to do is you want to take control of the 15 seconds and give control over to them with number 4. Okay, so instead of how are you, practice saying thank you. You're going to, number 1, that, by the way, is one of the hardest things. I'm a how are you person. Still to this day, I've been doing this since 2015. I've probably used this 15-second opener over 10,000 times. I've taught classes, I don't even know how many times. I will still get on the phone at some point in the week and say, how are you? And then get off going, oh, I said it. If that is natural, it will be the hardest thing to break the habit of. That's why having this typed out in front of you when you're calling people is so important. Have the words in front of you. All right. Number 4 is the magic. Okay, if you're taking notes, which I hope you are, in parentheses, put magic. Number 4 is an open-ended question. Okay, so what's the difference? What's a closed-ended question?
Yes or no?
Yes or no? So what would be an example of that?
Are you looking right now?
Are you looking right now? No, click.
Okay.
Are you still interested in selling your house? No, click. Okay. So what would an open-ended question be? What could you ask somebody? Buyer or seller, doesn't matter.
When were you looking to move?
Not for 2 years, thanks.
Not engaging enough. What has you looking to move?
Yes, write that down. Write that down. Notice how that one word you changed, what?
They could,
What has you looking to make a move?
they could potentially answer like, I'm not looking to go right now.
Awesome. Okay, so here's the thing. You can't, if they hang up on you, all right, put a feeler in, put a task in for a week or two, call them back. If you ask an open-ended question though, you will have an over 80% more success rate in them answering it. Now, I'm going to give you a few examples. Vivian, you just switched it around to what? I love that. What has you looking to move? Right. Now you could say something like, hey, whenever you are ready, what has you looking to move? Now you're saying whenever you are ready, which puts in the future. But let's say, for example, let's use this example. You say, hey, I see that you're looking at homes online. That's exciting. What has you thinking about making a move? Or what has you motivated to make a move? By the way, using the words buying a house, selling a house. I like the word motivated to move, but again, they all work, right? You have to put this in your own lingo. And let's say they come back and be like, oh, well, we're looking for something bigger, but no, not right now. Not till the future. Awesome. Everything's awesome, by the way. Everything in life is awesome. Okay, you're gonna hear me use that word all the time. Awesome. Like when you are ready, I'm gonna bring them to the future. When you are ready, what are you looking for? The goal of this 15 seconds is to get a person talking, to get some sort of outcome. The goal is not, let me find 20 appointments today. That's not happening. Okay. The goal of this is to have as many positive conversations as you can to find that one needle in the haystack, which is the appointment, to find a few people who might need to connect with a lender. Maybe you have one who's like, I don't think I can qualify, but if I could, maybe I can. And then to find 3 or 5 who are ready in the future that you can build a pipeline on. But you can't build a pipeline if you don't know why they're looking and when they're ready, right? So a few open-ended questions you can go with is, what has you thinking about moving? When you are ready? Moving's a lot of hard work. We'll put that on your radar. That's one. What's another one? By the way, any question you can ask somebody when they cannot answer it with yes or no is the right question. If you have someone on the phone who seems, based on their tonality, they seem very abrupt, doesn't mean they don't want to talk to you, which is their personality. Okay, so that's not a negative. A lot of times we think that's a negative. Sometimes the open question that I'll start with that individual is, hey, I see you search on homes online. That's really exciting. When you are ready, what are you looking for? Sometimes I'll go criteria first to then open them up to talk about why that's important to them. Right? Okay, so I'm just typing in one example. So here's
11:23.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I love timekeepers. All right. I would love a volunteer. We're in a safe space right now. We're in a safe space. This takes practice. By the way, if you type this out, when you type this out today, and then you also send me a text message, which some of you should have, but I'll throw my number in this box right now, just in case. And you all send me your opener, right? So when you type it out, it should say, hi, name. This is Alana with Keller Williams Legacy. I always use the word local real estate agent, by the way, because people love the word local. That's another little psychology thing. We're local to wherever we want to drive. I live in Howard County, but I'm local to Baltimore County. I'm local to Annapolis. I love Annapolis. I have multiple counties I'm local to. I'm not local to Ocean City because that's a far drive. Okay, so when you type it out, it's hi, name, or hi, this is your name. however you want to do their name, your name. Thanks so much for taking my call, or I appreciate you taking my call. Make up a source in your, put like source, right? And an example. I see you're looking at homes online, or, oh, I noticed your home was on the market and came off. Is it expired? Or, oh, I see for sale by owner. I see that you have your home listed or selling it on your own. That's awesome. Give them kudos. Okay. Because again, you want them to talk to you. You mentioned rapport. We mentioned confidence. You have 15 seconds to get someone talking. So your assignment is to type out your opener and then put a timer, send it to me, because what I'm looking for, by the way, when you send it to me is if your open question is truly open. That's all. I'm going to text you back and I'm going to be like, perfect. Or I'm going to text you back saying, let's change up your question to say this. Right? Say what instead of do, say, to open it up more. That's usually what I see when people type these out, is sometimes the opener is not open enough. Then what I want you to do is between today and tomorrow, and honestly, daily, take 5 minutes. 5 minutes. That's all you need. 5 minutes. Do we all have 5 minutes in our day? I hope so. Okay. Take 5 minutes. Everybody on your phone has a stopwatch. Okay. So you're going to put your stopwatch on your phone. And you're going to start it, say your opener out loud, stop it. Your very first one's probably going to be more than 15 seconds because your very first one is you practicing. So you're going to have your very first 5 times you practice this, usually 5. You're going to have a lot of ums, uhs. It's going to feel weird. So your first time reading it will be more than 15 seconds. Restart, do it again. Restart, do it again. Restart, do it again. Get it? Okay. After all of a sudden, you're going to see that time go down. You're going to be like, yeah, it's 14 seconds. I did it. And then it's just practicing for memorization. All right. I love how we spent 20 minutes talking about a 15-second opener. I will tell you, a lot of times I will spend an hour with people for a 15-second opener. Your opener is your game changer. Questions?
I just had a question from my previous example. Like I said, like I can reach out to them saying that I'm reaching out to people in my contacts from back in the day. So what would be an open-ended question for them? Because I don't know if they're repeating or not.
So good questions. Repeating on Zoom, when reaching out to contacts that we might have in our phone or other systems that they haven't clicked on anything, we don't know if they're looking to buy or sell, right?
Right.
What we could use for our, so that opener is going to be a little bit different as far as the open-ended question.
Yeah. Because
what you're going to be doing there is actually asking them, you're going to be sharing with them what you do instead.
Right.
Hey, I'm reaching out to everybody I used to work with back in the day. I'm in real estate now, and I just want to be a resource for any real estate needs. So you could say this: what real estate needs do you have that maybe I can help you with this year or next year? Or is there anyone you know? So that could be your question. So not do you have any, because that's yes or no. What?
What is it?
Yep.
Or if you know anybody who has any real estate needs this year that I can reach out.
What real estate needs do you have, or who do you know that I can help?
Know that I can
Yeah.
reach out.
Yep, exactly. What's and who's are 2 of the best words you can start things with. All right, any other questions? That was a good question. All right, guys, thank you so much. I am so excited to be receiving these text messages with your openers and seeing what they say and then practice them. All
Alana,
right.
real quick.
Alrighty, thank you.
Alana,
Yep.
this is kind of off topic, but I cannot find the agent development program website that you shared with me yesterday. Can you resend that to me.
Resend that, yes.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Yep, absolutely. I'll resend that. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a great day and reach out if you need anything.